And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
on. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
This is Love. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, gun.
29.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of...
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, whoa!
Target.
I got you.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st down, Giants.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Come, baby. Come, baby.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-6, pull it high. 2.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down now, Barkley showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Charlie!
These two teams all tied after one. 6 plays got them down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert! 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 Alert 3! 80 weapons!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
12.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 12.
Here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
Lock. Hey, gun.
Wide, get wide.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And look at that, a diving catch. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Don't be scared of it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
21.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Bring it.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
11.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Gotta do better.
11.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Two.
On first down, here's Love. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Five. Go.
Jones now to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as they have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about
26-yard line.
Here we go.
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
X3, 218, chop.
Again, it's Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Hey, defense, let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check 21. White. Stay hot.
Here's Love again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
11. I got you. 13. Stay hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Down. 30 base. Tight down. There you go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll go down down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
One, Omaha.
They'll run on first down. Love. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Here we go. 180. 11. Hey, Delta.
Let's put that team on the
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
65.
First and 10.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
Go.
13.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down. Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21.
Now Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, gun.
Check. Mike 96.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Tight dog. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught by OBJ. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
Hey, gun. White. Hey, Zoo.
29.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Two. Bravo.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what...
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me.